Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the #1 project on all Kickstarter, that's Dice Throne, Santa vs. Krampus, two new and original Dice Throne hero battle in this exciting, accessible, standalone dueling game. So I do like what they've done here, a lot of what they've done here. First and foremost, I personally just love anytime you can mush the holidays in with your game. I think of Zombie Dice, the first expansion before it jumped the shark with the giant die, where you could have Santa Claus. I think of the X-Smash tree in King of Tokyo. I think a lot of little things. I think when you can bring real-world elements like the holidays into board games, I always just think it's fun. And apparently a lot of people agree. This has already raised $476,000. So they tell me exactly what it is here. It's a standalone dueling game. It fits with the Dice Throne that I know and presumably love. I would still like to know the time length and that sort of thing on there. But overall, I feel like this is solid. They've let me know exactly what I'm getting into here. So as always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And also, a big one here, if I have never heard of Dice Throne, how impressed am I by this video?
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through my house, two creatures were fighting. No, not I and my spouse. The first was not man, but more goat in appearance. Larger than life. Our ceiling barely had clearance. The other familiar in a traditional way. The very embodiment of Christmas, one might say. I hid in the closet watching two legends fight. One stating he's wrong and the other one right. But what should appear from the devilish one's bag? Dolls and toys? Made of buttons and rag. The jolly old Santa attacked, twirled, and spun, while the other let his minions have all the fun. I peeked around the door of my hiding place, then out the closet. I fell flat on my face. I flipped over quickly, hoping I didn't scare him away, but the room was quiet and empty, to my great dismay. Then what should catch my wondering eyes? But some dice and a board, a most welcome surprise.
That was a nice transition to real-world components there. At least it looked like that. That was a really, really slick video. And I think it worked really well. I think it leaned really hard into the theme, obviously, but I think it did a great job still conveying the components and the gameplay a little bit. I don't think I've ever seen a video quite like that, and I like it. I like that direction. Very polished.
Santa versus Krampus. And after just one game, all others before it seemed boring and lame. Later that night, with my family asleep, I heard a sound so soft, not more than a peep. But their subtlety was not enough to make me the fool. They had come back to roll dice and finish their duel. My smile spread wide as I shut my eyes tight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good fight!
I think it may have went just a bit too long there at the end. I think there was a perfect point to be out, but they wanted to show a little bit more of the gameplay, whatever. Still, that was really, really well done. Like, whew. I love seeing that, and here's why. When I see something like that on a Kickstarter video, I say to myself, wow. Like, things are only going to get better than this. Like, this, I feel like that was top-notch quality. But just seeing it be potentially the new normal, and we see videos like this on a regular basis. I just really like the idea. And all the days to not worry. I got my kitten with Santa hat on, but no, I don't have my thing. So Dice Throne, 3 created, 4 backed. They got 3 people here in the collaborators. Let's make sure people got their stuff. Marvel Dice Throne. I remember not liking that one. I remember that one did not do something for me, and I don't remember what it was. But that one was massively popular. Let's make sure this one's out. Fulfillment ongoing. The main focus of this update is ongoing fulfillment. We wanted to touch onto the process for missing or damaged items first. Here's what to do if you find yourself in these situations like that. Asia, all things have been shipped. Fun again has shipped about 90% of the pledges so far. So can you do it? Yes. People are getting their stuff. I feel comfortable. Check out Dice Throne Adventures. I'm going to guess it's the same thing where this one has already came out. But at the end of the day, can you do it is a very solid yes here. Do I want it? I have played Dice Throne 2 times, and I enjoyed it both times immensely. It's one of those games that I would love to dig my toes into deeper. I just don't have it. But do I want it? Yes. However, if I don't know what Dice Thrones is, still, like let's say I just come here, I don't know anything about Dice Thrones, I don't feel like I'm convinced just yet. So I'm trying to look at it from that perspective of, like, is the typical person going to be clicking over here to look like, oh, it's compatible with, like, Marvel and stuff? So hopefully they tell me that. Santa vs. Krampus, delivered by Christmas 2022. Beautiful. I love this. And I always say this. If you're going to ship by X date, mention that. People get excited. Hey, this Christmas expansion, you can play it at Christmas. And that's fantastic. With its fast playtime, accessible rules, and insane replayability, Dice Throne has become the most frequently played game for players all over the world. I like that. I like that pitch line there. Santa's and Krampus are completely new heroes and 100% compatible with the entire Dice Throne ecosystem. And so now, as a new gamer who does not know anything about Dice Throne, I feel like I would be excited. So hopefully you tell me about some of the other things that I can rub this Santa and Krampus up against. We asked members of the Dice Throne community how the game has affected their lives. Here's what they told us. Okay, Dice Throne games are simple enough that anyone can play, but also advanced enough to use strategy to win. Extremely fun. Cody H. Aside from Dice Throne being my most played game, I also host a school game club, and it's the most played game there as well. Fast. Dice Throne has become our permanent dinner time table centerpiece, so people love the game. How to play. Dice Throne is intuitive and can be taught in a few minutes. Choose your heroes, roll dice and activate abilities, upgrade those abilities, use action cards, claim victory. How to play. Click here to learn how to play as they teach the compatible Dice Throne. Okay. Hopefully it's a full how to play there. Geek and Sundry. I don't always feel like it's a full how to play sometimes. I still have to go back to the rules. Dice Throne will donate. Well, I'm not saying that's the case here, but I'm saying, I know why that one's there, because it's a big, they have a lot of views on that. It's a big YouTube people, the Geek and Sundry people. But for my money, I mean, I'd still rather have Paul Grogan or Watch It Played or, a lot of other rules people do it than that. Because it's just, I don't want the flash and the flare personally. I just want to learn the game. I don't need an outfit to learn the game. Every Dice, it's nice, but yeah. Every Dice Throne hero is painstakingly designed and balanced to provide the most thematic and serious. I'm going to get off my stupid soapbox. 32 hero cards, 5 custom hero dice, complexity of 2. Great. Then we have Krampus. We got all the components right here. Zoomed in dice. Pre-painted minis add-on. Wow. It's crazy how many are backing. They definitely have the people following. Yeah, and I mean, because here's the bottom line. If you've already invested hundreds of dollars into this game, realistically, hundreds of dollars into this game, do you not want Santa and Krampus? And then when you hit me with these drop-dead gorgeous minis, I had no idea there were minis. These were surprise minis. That's a surprise minis. It's a full how to play, but I preferred Watch It Played video on it. Oh, thank you. Awesome. 7:30. That's a great time to learn it, too. Then we have the Dice Throne Season 2 Balance Kit. This is free. Our goal is to ensure all heroes are close to balance. So you can get... Oh, it's a download? Free download? What is that? And then we have the pledge levels. Okay. So, $35 gets you the battle box. Okay. Save $15, it's regularly going to be $50. Santa's Workshop promo pack includes Santa Workshop promo pack. That's awesome. Each character in the battle box includes a promo, mythic, and randomizer card. Cool. Then this is the one with the minis. So $59. And then hopefully, yeah, here we go. Then we have the gameplay pack, where you're going to get Dice Throne Adventures, Dice Throne Season 2, Dice Throne Season 1 rerolled. I'm pretty sure they probably can't do the Marvel one, I'm going to guess, just because licensing. But wow, look at those minis. I didn't even know this was a thing that existed in the realm of Dice Thrones, and now that gets me even more excited. The minis, what's the price again? So $300 gets me all in. It's getting me 1, 2, 3 big boxes in that. Okay, I say, yeah. It's a lot, but it's not. I mean, there's a lot of gameplay there. Like, I don't feel like that's a great price. I don't feel like that's a bad price. I feel like that's about a Kickstarter price. And then this one, I'm looking $500. Going to $600 you get all the minis. Play mats, I don't know why, like, so that's, yeah, why lump all that in there? I don't really need that. So, like this, like that, yes, all this, no, get out of here, yeah, probably not. So, I'm not the biggest fan of lumping all that stuff in there. The minis are for the Dice Throne add-on. Cool. This is one of those games I really want to get back to. I gotta talk to Brandon. So, just getting the expansion, we have 3,395. Oh my gosh, that should tell you just how immensely popular Dice Throne is. Not a 500 print run, not a 1,000 print run, not a 1,500 print run. They already have a 3,395 print run of just that box. Good for them. Good for them. And the best part about that is when they see numbers like that, they're just going to keep branching out and just making the theme crazier and different and maybe taking swings at IPs because they know they're going to hit. Then we got the gift pack. What's this? $59. Perfect for the Dice Throne player who has all the previous content. This is the one with the minis. And look at that. So that's 6,400 of these already. Woo! Minis are for the... Thank you. It's Martikai. Yeah, so the minis are for the adventures. Now I want to know more about that. But that's amazing. That is 6,500. Wow. Then we have the gameplay pack, which has 180. And so this one is everything else before. And I will say, I'm not surprised this isn't higher, because I don't feel like it was sold to me very well. Like, I don't feel like I know very much about Dice Throne Season 1 or Dice Throne Season 2 or Dice Throne Adventures or what Dice Throne Adventures is, why I should be excited about any of that. I know they chose some quotes from, like, people who had loved playing the game, but those are, like, honestly quotes that don't mean a lot to me, because the bottom line is, you could go to the game that's ranked, like, number 40,000 on Board Game Geek, and if you just geek message every single one of those people and said, hey, what did you like about this game? There's a very good chance there's going to be a couple people who say, yeah, I like this about the game, I like that about the game. Whereas I'm sure this is won Game of the Year awards. Like, I feel like they didn't spotlight well enough why I should be excited about the world of Dice Throne. And I think it shows here, where it's like, yeah, we got 6,400 returning people. Okay, so 64, well, presumably returning people. And then we have... So 48, 128, I don't know. And then the $600 one, just lumping these in here. This feels like add-on. That feels like premium pledge. Like, who wants 5 playmats? Add-ons. So then we got 11. So we got nice sleeves, flaming die sleeves, the promo pack, prepaid minis, neoprene playmat. That is a hot playmat. Even though it's not functional, so I would never use it. Velvet dice tray, the metal Santa dice, the metal, whoo, those are hot. Download the rule booklet. Not particularly worried about that, because once again, we just crushed it on the Can You Do It. When we have 6,400 people potentially just returning to get an expansion to your game, that means you're doing something right. Dice Throne is a game for everyone. Santa's Workshop promo pack. Oh, so now this is what you're gonna be unveiling this throughout. So this is how you keep people coming back. Okay. I'd like to maybe see this zoomed in. Start playing in 30 seconds. Remove your hero's tray. And yeah, now... So there's the other thing. Yeah, if I recall correctly, I agree the playmats and dice trays shouldn't have been lumped in. It just... Because here's the thing. If I really want to wet... Because it's $600 and I say to myself, how much is that as those playmats and the dice and everything? Like, yeah, I want to have everything for this game. But I don't... Like, you're asking people to get 5 playmats? Like, wait, that's so much space. Limited availability, save now, expected holiday, free promo pack, save the children, shipping. USA, Continental, United Kingdom shipping. So it's cool they're doing stuff for kids, though. Thank you so much for your help in making Dice Throne a success. It's loved by people throughout the world. Now we want to give it back at Christmas. Save the children for giving donations. Great. Good stuff there. 8, 8, 15, 15. Wow, 25. So they're really subsidizing shipping for those one that, what is that? Nobody's buying, pretty much. Like, well, not nobody, but relatively speaking, that's 228 people. That's not a huge chunk of it when you have 6,500 people in the other pledges. VAT and taxes. So they did do this $8. It seems reasonable. So I'm looking at $43 for this box. Now that doesn't seem like the greatest. It doesn't seem bad, but I think maybe I just wasn't wowed enough by the components, potentially. Did we get a long, sexy scrolling shot? I think we did. It didn't feel like a $50 one. No, we didn't, did we? Oh, it's this. Yeah, so 32 cards. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't feel like a great price. I'll go with that. That's cool. Keep people coming back for that. Where were we shipping? VAT and taxes. They cover that. Good deal. Kickstarter ends. Timeline, the team, people, stuff, things, stuff to click on. And we are out. Let's check out the FAQ updates, comments, give this one a grade. FAQ, we got 13 questions. Ooh, they organized it. Like Reload from Colossal Games. I love it. So here's the purchasing area. Here's the localization and the general. It's so nice. If I'm in Europe, where will the shipping? Will I have to pay tax? Okay. Might break it down even a bit more. Maybe like shipping. But hey, whatevs. I like it. Like the organization. 1765. 865. So we got a solid 65 people getting hearts. Let's see what 17 people got engaged. We're battling on Board Game Geek promo recap plus Save the Children partnership. I hear we're battling on Board Game Geek, and I'm immediately intrigued by what that means. So I feel like that definitely does pique the interest a little bit when I read that in my emails. We're playing out a game on Board Game Geek. Link below. Promo recap. Throwing Canes. Revealed promos. The next big reveals from Santa Workshops here. Feast your eyes. Cool. Very thematic. Looks good. Slay Team. Yes. Yes, please. And this is why I'd potentially like this to be larger in that section down there, like where you had like the 15 things you were going to unlock, like an advent calendar. But I'd really love to see them zoomed in like this, because this gets me a lot more excited about that. 15 of these, because that's awesome. On our first day of Dice Throne Christmas, Santa gave it to me. So we're talking about the game. We're talking about saving the children. Follow the thing. Also, I love the reindeer art for Slay Team. I think it's awesome. Did they ask a question? We'll be back soon. If you wish to donate directly. Okay. So how are people getting engaged? That's so cool. This person canceled. Nothing to do about politics. I'm going to guess this is someone who's mad about Christ not being in Christmas, potentially. Very cool. Especially giving back. Hats off to you. Okay. So... they had some good engagement there, but it looks like it was just somebody trying to rile some stuff up. Yep, the Santa's Workshop is all the stuff for Dice Throne Adventures. Cool. The Santa's first Krampus playmat is showing as a $2 in the Pledge Manager for an add-on. Is this correct, or is this supposed to be $20? It's a typo, they've confirmed. Also, I'm not sure if it's clear. I'm explaining just in case. This is not what the team refers to when you see the Pledge Manager being mentioned. The Pledge Manager is another platform, and we get access to it. That was a typo, and I was under the impression that it had been corrected quite some time ago after seeing your nice Throne variant for Adventures. Have you considered competitive variants for the game? Bit of an odd question. Is there any possibility of having a small metal loop in the back of the minis to, hang them as some kind of carnivorous plant? That is a little bit of an odd Kickstarter question. For no particular purpose, entirely unrelated at a time of year for some random event which may coincide with the estimated time of arrival. Oh god, I hope not. I would look bad and less immersive for play. It would be better if every person that wants their figures hanging on a tree could modify the figures by themselves for that purpose. Trevor, it's a great idea, but we're not going to be able to add it, unfortunately. I'm willing to bet we see a lot of homebrews, though. Anywhere from hot glue and paper clips to fully 3D printed add-on pieces. If there's one thing this job has taught me, it's not to underestimate my fellow geek. Okay. Retail price is typically $30. The workshop bonus to add them to Dice Throne Adventures $5. Price, while high, is par for the course. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think it felt like a good price, but it didn't seem terrible. So $4,900 in the United States, 252 newbies. Awesome. So, final grade for Dice Throne versus Krampus. By the way, welcome to Kickstarter, those 250 new people. That's awesome. I love seeing that number. It boggles my mind just how this site continues to grow and grow and grow. So Dice Throne Santa vs. Krampus. Do I want it? Yes. That video was very distinct. It was very well polished. It was very well made. I think it was going for a mass market much more than, say, the board game crowd. And while I don't think that's going to work for everybody, I personally liked it a lot. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Rock solid track record. You're working with Marvel on stuff. You've shipped out your last two Dice Thrones things. We're looking good. Solid. How much is it? Price doesn't seem great. And then when I get to the shopping area, it's like, it's kind of what I want. Like, I don't know. Let me check one thing real quick. I want to see what the add-ons were. Were there the add-ons that I could get? Does it just jump to 300? Or can I just get one thing? Let me see the add-ons. Yeah. So, the how much is it? I wasn't the biggest fan of the two big pledge levels, and I think there's a reason why they're not doing particularly well. It seems like a no-brainer to me to just, I know you want to make this a clean, clear area, but what if you just had, Dice Throne Season 1 in this? Like, just wet your toes in there. Or have these as add-ons or something like that, because this box and that box, I think that would sell pretty well. you just want to test it out, test the waters. And then I think adding those 5 playmats in a dice tray, like, no thanks. Just no thank you. Like, I'm like actively like, could you just keep that box, mail person? I don't want it. So how much is it? I feel like they oofed there a little bit there. But overall, $500,000. I mean, what the hell you need to see? But this right here, I want to see the craze now. Christmas themed expansions, Thanksgiving expansions. They're gonna be big. Do it. Keep doing it. I love it. We had one for Ticket to Ride. They got the Halloween train. King of Tokyo has got, Boogie Woogie, and I love that sort of thing. But in the end of the day, I think overall this was a really solid project. So I think I'm around a B. B, agree or critique there on the add-on section is 100% on the head. Yeah, I'd say around a B as well. Overall, I thought it was really solid, and I love that video. You know what? I love that video so much I'm bumping it up to a B+. Because I do think like this video right here, I think if I showed my kids this video, they would absolutely flip their lids. I don't know if that's the target market, but whatever. Anywho, let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for this one. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. It's trying to reach 10,000 subscribers this year to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. Bye-bye.